Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is the start of renovation day for me. I've got the backyard over here that is somewhat dead where I killed off grasses that I didn't want. The backyard is totally dead, fried, burnt to the crisp. And today we're going to dethatch and we're going to talk about dethatching. We're going to talk about what is thatch, when you should remove it, and how you should remove it. All right, so what is thatch? Thatch is a buildup of semi-decomposing materials. It is not lawn clippings, at least not mostly. It's thatch, right here in this layer. It comes out as a semi-decomposed material. That is the thatch you'll be pulling out if you decide to dethatch your yard. Pieces that mostly are going to deal with thatch are your cool season grasses like bent grass, Kentucky bluegrass, things like perennial rye or tall fescue do not have as much thatch and you don't have to worry about as much. This is a little small stand of Kentucky bluegrass and it has about a ½ inch of thatch. So this would be an opportunity for you to remove that. All right, so when should you dethatch? You should definitely dethatch and aerate if you're going to do an overseed and obviously a full lawn renovation. All right, so if you have over ½ inch of thatch, it's time to start dethatching. You can use a soil sample tool or a small spade to dig down a small plot. Figure out if you have too much thatch. Some of the signs that you have too much thatch in your lawn without actually digging down is dry spots, footprinting, increased disease, insect problems, and decreased hardiness. Why should you dethatch your lawn? The dethatching your lawn is going to help you have a healthier lawn. And one of the best times of year to do that is in the fall. It can be crucial to the health of your lawn and your soil. All right, so here's some of the factors why you have thatch buildup besides your grass type. If you apply too much fertilizer year after year, you're going to create excessive growth, which is going to help you build up thatch down near the crown zone. If you have acidic soils, you may not be able to support sufficient populations of decomposing microorganisms. You may also be applying too much fungicide, which can stimulate excessive root and rhizome growth. And applications of insecticides may reduce earthworm activity, leading to decreased bioturbation. Even if you're doing everything right, mowing your lawn frequently, putting enough water down, enough fertilizer, taking care of the soil, you can have a thatch buildup. Now this dead thatch buildup is dead material. It's not live material. It's organic matter that hasn't decomposed. So it's full of leaf clippings, stolons, rhizomes that have appeared above ground, dying crowns from your grass, pretty much any plant material that is in a semi-decomposing state. Some level of thatch is good for your yard. That's going to be a really good zone for microbes in your soil to start decomposing material that your lawn doesn't need anymore to stay healthy. The problem becomes when it becomes too thick, especially around the 1 inch mark. I would recommend if your thatch is over ½ inch, it's time to start considering dethatching. Most people probably have never ever dethatched your yard. It's labor intensive, even if you use gasoline or electric equipment. So I want to challenge everybody this year to dethatch their lawn this fall, in the next few weeks, especially if you're going to be overseeding. Now when you dethatch, you're going to help expose the soil to your lawn, and that'll allow more nutrients, water, and oxygen to penetrate into the soils, which is going to help your plant grow and thrive. All right, so I think it's time to talk about some of the tools you can use to dethatch your lawn. All right, this is a manual dethatching rake. It has two sides. It has a straight tine side like this, which is going to use to be pulling up your thatch out of the ground. And then you have a curved side, which is going to help you pull that thatch up above your grass level so you can remove it and dispose of it easily. I did this last year to about 7,000 square feet of lawn manually. Hashtag manual dethatch challenge 2022. Not going to do it this year. But it's an easy tool to use. It is time consuming. If you want something that resembles hard labor and therapeutic processes, go ahead and dethatch your lawn manually. Not to mention, you can pick this up for $20 at your local Lowe's, Menards, maybe even Walmart. So, just for demonstration purposes, let me show you how this is used. We're going to start with the straight tine side right here. And we are just going to gently work our way into the soil. All right, as you can see, this is gonna pull up some live material. There's a little bit of Kentucky bluegrass that's live with the crown right there. But it's also gonna pull up all of these dead, stolens, decomposing material that isn't decomposing yet. You need to pull it up. It's gonna give your lawn a deep breath of fresh air, especially if you dethatch and aerate your lawn. Those two things are just easy mechanical ways to improve your lawn without adding nutrients or chemicals of any kind. All right, so one of the downfalls of dethatching is you're going to get all of this material. This is like a 3x2 square foot area, and I pulled up all of this material. So if we do this entire 3,000 square feet back here, it's going to be quite a bit of material. But I have the tool just for that job. The sunjoe dethatcher, I believe it's a 13 or 14 inch electric dethatcher. It is not battery powered. It connects to your extension outlet. So make sure you have plenty of wire, the right gauge wire. All right, this sunjoe dethatcher right here is a time saver. It would take me all day or 2 days to dethatch this by hand. And that's like getting off work, bologna sandwich, work, sun, go to bed, work. You get the point. This thing right here is speeding up the process. It's not going to be super quick. You've got to have to deal with the wheels get a little bit stuck, and you've got the electric cord to deal with. But I think with a little bit of experience, you'll learn the cord management system that works for you based on where your outlet's at and your yard shape design. So the way this works is kind of cool. So it comes with 2 cartridges. One is a dethatcher, which comes with little tines like that. And they will just pull up the thatch and touch the dirt a little bit based off your setting. The scarifier though on here is going to kind of really break up the top 1/4 inch of ground. And here's what that looks like. So these guys right here are going to dig into the dirt. This is called verticutting. So you see horizontal lines running parallel as you go by. So let me show this thing in action and how much it actually takes up. All right, as you can see, it takes up quite a bit of thatch out of live grass. This is all Kentucky bluegrass right here. You'll probably see a little bit of green in there, like I said before, but this is going to open up the canopy. So when I overseed perennial rye back here, it's going to get down into the dirt here. Let's keep going. Dethatching is all about creating one beautiful mess that we're gonna blow up and have a giant pile that I let the kid jump in so she sneezes all day tomorrow. Just kidding, this is fun. So we got a little bit of sedge that came back. It's all right, we'll deal with it next year. All right, you're gonna need to have a plan for how to get rid of the thatch. You can either dump it in your garden, let it decompose, kind of a compost, or you can get the landscaping bags that your trash man will then pick up. all the thatch so far. I still have the backyard and 2 wagon loads in the front. This is hard work. Today is the 2nd or 3rd. I'm a couple days behind on my overseeding and restoration schedule, but this is gonna pay off. We've got about 6 weeks minimum till the first frost. I'm hoping we can get into November until we get a first hard frost. A couple light frosts would be okay, but I definitely want to be able to mow this with the real mower by the end of the year, at least one. So, here's the hope. Right, front yard is done with thatching. I will probably come back through with the manual rake and do some spot thatching just to make sure I have some open canopies in this dead grass. I don't want any seed not to germinate properly if it can't receive nutrients. That is the #1 key when you want to germinate grass seed. Give it a chance to get nutrients. We usually translate that by saying seed to soil contact. You just sitting in here? You hiding? No. Who are you? Some mysterious look you in my screen. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed the video, like, if you want to stick around, subscribe. I will go into more detail on dethatch in the comments if you'd like, and I will eventually do a more comprehensive video covering this topic. Thanks. See you on the next one.